Hey guys, I don't know how many people are actually here right now, but let's see what's going on. We're going to be doing a live unboxing of my Command Wolf Railgun that I just received. So let's see how this goes. I don't know how. Let's see here. Let me just see if anyone who wanted this for this is going to show up. Hey guys, I don't know how many people are actually here right now, but let's see what's going on. Just waiting for some people to come on over and get into the stream so they can see what's going on, and we'll go from there. I know this was actually requested for some people on Zoid's Warfare that I do a live stream of this unboxing, so we will see how this goes. Just waiting for these people to come on and hop on over. Okay, well, don't know if the people who actually requested I do this are actually going to show up or not, which is kind of annoying, because this was just for them actually. So, since I don't know, we will unbox the Command Wolf real quick. So, here's what we got. This came in today from Japan Post. I already got the box open because I was a little impatient. Nice and neatly right in the middle. And let's see here. Go ahead and open this baby up. Now, just to remind you guys, this is the 30th anniversary Command Wolf RGC or Railgun Custom from Tomy, the 1/72 one, not the new 1/44 scale ones. Very nice box. I do like it's a little different than the original ones, but it's a much nicer box. The feel of it's very nice. It's very glossy. It looks real nice too. It's just a little bit nicer than the old boxes, like the old Gustav box net, where it's kind of paper. It just feels like really cheap cardboard. This is a really nice cardboard on this. It almost feels kind of like an HMM box compared to the older ones. Let's see how it looks inside. So, all of the components are in the big plastic bags, classic Tomy style. And you got your motor and all your other little bits like normal for these. And the directions. Semi-color, blue and black. Japanese as normal for them, so that's nothing unusual to see from Tomy. Very simple directions, but that's nothing unusual. This is a Command Wolf. Very, very simple. Except for the new Railgun piece, I probably won't even need these to build this guy. Let's go ahead and open up the plastic. So inside the plastic, there's a few more plastic bags. I'm assuming this is the custom railgun parts are kept in this separate one, so we'll put those off to the side for now. And let's take a look at the original one, at the standard parts. Just move my keyboard out of the way here for a second. So yeah, it's a very nice green. It's a kind of an olive drab, but it doesn't show up quite so well in the cam. But it's a very nice green. Very nice black as well. Plastic, it's a very good feeling plastic. It feels a lot stronger than the old style stuff. And I do like this. They remolded a lot of the stuff that used to be done in silver. They did it, or in a cheap gray color. They did it in a real nice brown with some gray, so it has a real nice farce kind of feel to it to match up to the other stuff. Now, I use a pair of nippers to clip my parts off, so I'm going to be doing that. And I'll probably build this as well while we're here, since why not? We're just going to go ahead through and just go ahead and build this while we're here, because I don't see a reason not to do it. And I really want to build this one. Since I already have the cam going, I might as well just build it while we're here. So, even though I don't need them, we're going to set the directions up off to the side so I can see what's going on. Okay, so for step 1, I'm supposed to clip parts B, 3, and 4 off the sprue. Like I said, I use a pair of cuticle nippers because they give you a very nice, close to the piece cut. It looks like Tommy's still using the original molds because some of the sprues are a little thick. So these are probably still for the original command wolf. These are probably still the original or one of the older molds. It looks like they're still reusing. It looks like they may have touched it up, but it looks like it's an older mold that's being reused still. This is not my first command wolf. I built tons of command wolves. I have I think I have something like 6, 7, 8 of them in my collection right now. So this is nothing new. Plastic is a very nice quality compared to the old stuff. Like I was saying earlier, it just some of the sprues are a little thicker in places than what I remember them being before, so I think it might just be a mold reuse issue, which is nothing new. Tommy has been known to reuse the Zillion molds in the years. I've seen some pretty weird molding issues from some of the older stuff remolded, but these actually fit together really nice too. Like, it's a very nice tight fit in here, which is very good to see because I've seen some some of them have very bad fits. And also, so basically step 1 was parts, which was inserting the motor into part B4, putting A1 and 2 together to make the tail, and then closing on the other side, part B3. So that is the step 1. I do like the black. It has a slight metal flake to it, which is really nice looking. It's if you guys remember the old Bradwolf AC, it has that nice, how the blue had that little bit of like a metal flake into it. It has that kind of metal flake, which is a very nice change up on it. Now we take part C6, that goes on the front. Now I will say I do kind of wish that this was done, this piece right here would have been in silver, same with this and this, just because they look nice in silver, but the brown does look nice too. Just when I think I'm used to seeing it in silver because I always feel this would be like a silver part. From whenever I do my customs, I've almost exclusively done these few parts right here in a silver or gold, depending on what color I'm painting it, just because they always kind of jumped out at me as a silver or gold piece. And it would have been nice to see them done that way again, but yeah, it's just not going to happen that way. But which is okay. It's with this. The RGC still is pretty, from what I've seen of the pictures of it, looks awesome. I can't wait to see this one built. I'm going to build both the standard gun and the railgun version because both do just look awesome. So I'm going to build it as the standard and we'll modify it up to be I'll do the command other version. So next we're going to do the head together. So this is what it looks like after the first part. Nothing major. Next we'll go to step 3, which is building the head, which uses these 2 pieces right here. And then you need the bottom jaw, which is right here, part D28, which is this is a really well done piece. If these were, I think if these were a reused mold, because it does look like there's some buildup around some of the sprue areas, which leads me to believe it was a remold again. I know I stated this earlier, but looks like they did refine where the parts go very well. This is very nice too. The clear part on a command wolf is usually a very bright clear orange. They darkened it up to a more of a brownish gray, and it's like a orangish brownish gray color, which is really nice looking. Which I really do like that color. It looks real nice on this piece. It gives it a very nice look. And then we need the control stick or control panel, whatever you want to call it, that folds down in over top of the pilot. Which it looks like the pilot was also molded in a green, which is really nice too, because I haven't seen any new pilot colors in a while, so it's kind of nice to see a new one come out. Now I'll just snap the head together. And with the head, it actually turns out very nice. The head looks really nice. The jaw is actually really loose compared to what I'm used to on the commando. So is the top piece. It looks like when they went to do the molding, it looks like they went through and took a lot of the holes and increased their size a little bit to make so the parts fit together better, which is very nice. I am very much enjoying that it means in the future Railgun will make a real nice customization piece because of how loose some of the parts are. So it'll be real easy to put a single coat of paint on these and still get the parts to fit together with a very nice motion to them. So I'm very happy with that. The pilot's a slightly darker green than the rest, if you can see that. So he sits in there real nice and fits in there. So we'll put the pilot in the head for now. Next up, we do the side pieces, which is right here. And the top piece on the back of the neck, which is on another sprue. We'll get to that in a second. We'll just kind of slide this piece right here on towards that side, and then we'll take the head, slide it onto the opposite side of this, and this just kind of all meets up right here in the center. Making a real nice looking command wolf neck. Now we'll find the sprue is now empty, so we'll just slide that over there. Let's go ahead and add this piece on, and this will put the neck together. And with that, we have the main body, neck, head, and everything put together for the command wolf. It is a little loose, as you can see. I mean, this is completely tightened in and everything, and this is what I was talking about. Some of the parts are a little bit looser than normal. This one's not going to be very well. Its head's not going to stand up on its own very well, so it's something I'm definitely going to take a look at. So, but nothing I can do there. So next up, we're going to work on putting on the first side, which is putting his legs together. So we'll get started on that. Get part B20. Okay, and we'll just go and put the back leg on real quick. We'll take one of our nice little rubber caps, and these are actually molded in a nice dark green too, so they stand out pretty nicely. As you can see, they're a nice green, kind of a little bit darker than the rest, but nice green nonetheless. Really different paw, 15. And now we're going to do the other side. So it looks like after this step, we're not putting the back foot on yet because there is a special piece of the railgun armoring that goes over that we have to put together first. It goes on that piece, so we're going to put the back feet on when we build those. So that's why we're not putting back feet on yet. Typically, the back feet would have gone on during this step. Okay. Now I do save all my spurs and extra rubber things at the end because you never know when you can reuse one of those pieces. So I always find it good to save those. I don't know about anyone else, but I do just because I found these sprue pieces work out really well for repairing broken pegs sometimes, depending on how thick they are. And other things, if you break a peg, you can always take a sprue piece and fix it up a lot of times. So I like to keep those around just for that. Now, from here on out, we actually need to use the new armor because these are the classic armor pieces, which I think besides exhaust pipes are not used. So we're going to set those off to the side. So we need to open up the railgun parts. And the railgun is molded in a really, really beautiful color set here. I don't know if you can see how really, really awesome these are in color sets. And these are just beautifully molded, and it's just the railgun pieces are just magnificently. It's a really nice gunmetal gray with metal flake in it. The silver is great. The green is a beautiful green. It's actually a little bit brighter than the rest. It's a little glossier, but it is such a sexy green. So we're now going to go back to trying to take my mind off of looking at these parts because how awesome they look, and go back to actually doing this. Which I don't think we even need these parts either because it looks like it has new exhauster with it too. So these are all spare parts that we can use on another. If you want to get a second one and build it the classic way, you can always do that too. I'm going to be building this version because it's proper version to build. You take this piece is now the new front armor for this side, which the RDC armor is a little bit bigger than what I'm used to seeing here, but it does work quite well. We're going to install the back foot.
Knife in here.
Sorry about that, folks. Had a slight interruption there, but no big deal. So now the front armor is different, but the back armor is the same as the normal Command Wolf armor. So there's the first side. I really do wish the head would stay up a lot better. Would actually stay up better than this. It's kind of disappointing how loose that is. I'm gonna have to probably take that apart and put a little bit of glue in there, because that is, the head would look so nice if it would just stand up like it's supposed to. Okay, and I'm gonna start doing the other side now. I just got a message from one of the people who were actually begging me to do this, and I'm sorry, Spade, that you missed the opening part. That's why I posted like 3 times that the stream was about to start, so you guys wouldn't miss it. Sorry about that. I already unboxed it though, but you can actually watch the building part if you'd like. Now I will pick the box back up, or I will probably post this up onto YouTube for you guys to rewatch later. So we got the other side armor on in all its glory. So okay, next up we're going to start the next step, which is not sure what I'm building right here on this piece, but we will start working on it anyway. These parts are painted in a real nice flat black, which looks really nice right here. Three. I believe this is the optics piece for the command wolf, actually. This is actually pretty cool. They actually went through and did these with a slight contour so that you can actually, after these are put in, what you can actually do is turn to adjust the optics. So it's done on a thing so you can actually spin the optics inside to slide them in and out, which is a really unique and neat way of doing that, because that's actually really cool. You can actually turn these in and out once you get them mounted in there. These are the little optic pieces actually turn. You can adjust them forward and backwards, which is actually really cool. That's actually really appreciated in this model setup. I thought that's just a really neat way of doing things. Okay. We're going to start working on the actual railgun now. And there's the actual railgun piece, which amazingly has so many sliding pieces. They put a lot of work into all the little details of the sliding stuff. I can honestly see if these weren't so expensive right now, I would honestly look into getting another one just to build a custom color, just a custom colored one, which I think would look really nice. Maybe once the RGC goes down in price, I will look into that, because these are just too damn nice to not get one for a custom, because these are just, these are beautiful. The weapons would need 0 paint. They are honestly perfect in their current colorations. The other thing I'd want to work on is some minor things like the main body color. I don't know about the green is cool, and I'm going to leave this one stock just because I wanted this one to be stock, but I could see changing that color out just because it is a little bit weak of a color, I'd say. It's pretty cool. The RGC railgun does seem to have a blocks connector in it, so I guess if you really wanted to, you could mount a block. You could mount this onto a Bloxoid, which I think would be pretty damn cool. This is actually really well put together. It takes actually I actually have to take the railgun off to actually open it up. Ooh, there it is. They actually give you a little short little piece right here that slips inside. I think it's supposed to be the railgun ammunition. Doesn't explicitly say what it is, but I'm gonna go off on a limb and say it's supposed to be ammunition. So I want to slide it in there. Then that thing locks shut like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's probably that is about the what kind of ammunition they'd use on a railgun, which makes that even cooler. That mounted up. The only thing left for me to do then is to mount together the other these pieces right here. Even the exhaust pieces slide open, which looks really freaking nice. Like I said, they put a lot of work into this guy when they designed it, which is a lot of what gives it this real nice look to it, and I really do, really like this one. I'm going to show you some of the alternate pieces they gave you, and I'm probably going to put some of the alternate weapons together just to show you those as well, because they do give you some alternate stuff here to put onto it. Which might be my only reasoning for getting another RGC now, might be because I do like the alternate standard version they made, because it has some really cool stuff for that too, and I think the alternate standard, it'd be really cool to have the standard RGC, and then RGC with the actual railgun side by side, showing the differences, as well as have my own custom railgun version. So, first up right here, they have the standard. This is the railgun version, the one I've been so looking forward to having, which is so cool. But the cool thing is they give you some other stuff, like if you want to do the standard command wolf, they give you this cool piece right here, which actually goes over top of the standard face piece, which actually gives you a slightly different looking command wolf, which I thought was kind of cool. This piece actually just clips right on over top of the normal shield and a normal face piece, and it just looks really cool. I like that piece. It looks really nice. It's really neat. I really like that. That's really cool. Just the standard, just the different face mask they give you. Just because of how well it looks, how different it looks, and how nice it looks. It honestly makes me want to get another RGC just to build, just to use that part. And on top of that, for the other, one of the other weapons they give you, which is the standard weapon set. Instead of having the little empty cockpit, they give you this piece right here, which actually plugs into the weapon, into the back part of this. So this is basically a little filler piece, so you don't have an empty pilot, you have a little remote piece instead, which I think is a really cool difference to do here. This is part of the reason I think that they could do a really nice. I might want to get another RGC just to put this version together too, because I think this would look really nice with the long range gun on the front instead of on the top, instead of the standard RGC, and the green and everything else would still look very nice. Here I'm starting to notice some minor issues, a little bit more so than earlier with the mold. It looks like due to the fact that this was not going to be the proper weapons to be used, they didn't put as much care into the weapons themselves, which is kind of disappointing, honestly. But it does happen. I mean, it is. These are essentially just kind of like spare parts just to use for if you want to. It's not really what the weapon you're supposed to be using is, so it's kind of whatever. But there's the long barrel gun with the different piece on, which I think would look really nice on here as well, with the standard front armor and the standard leg pieces. I think this could look real nice like that. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. So I might want to go pick up another RGC just to put this variant together and have that standing side by side with the regular one, and then have use the railgun parts on a custom Zoid. Because a custom Zoid mounted with this thing would just look freaking awesome. So that's my thoughts on the Command with 35th and 30th anniversary RGC, which I think looks awesome. The Railgun doesn't move up or down, which is kind of disappointing, or turn sight at all. It's a straightforward shot. You can't maneuver it at all, which is kind of what I expected from it, but it is a real nice looking thing. Mine will be soon going out into storage almost immediately because of the remodel going on in the background. But that's just my thoughts on the RGC. So, after I finish clipping these extra spare parts out to put into a baggie to be saved, because I don't want to mess them up because they are just so nice, until I can get, another one to build and keep them side by side. So basically here we have it. Command Wolf RGC. Looks super nice. The quality on the additional parts are much nicer, much better noted, much more molded, much more detail to them than there is over the standard ones. But that was I expected that, given the fact that I assumed Tommy would reuse the old Command Wolf mold yet again. So here we have the box. And the box also shows both versions, the Captain Zappa version and the Railgun version. I'm gonna try and get a hold of another one so I can build the Captain Zappa version, and that's about it. So this is the Command Wolf RGC, or Railgun Custom. It's also I guess the Captain Zappa version, if you build that variant. So that's what we have right now. I'm gonna be boxing mine back up to go into storage, because that's where she's gonna have to live for the next couple months while I finish up my own personal stuff going on, and then that's about it for right now. So thank you all who watched this video today with me, or watched me unbox my Command Wolf today. I'm so excited to get this in the mail. And again, thank you all for watching, and this has been Ozlander from Ozlanian Zoids and Toys. And have a good nice night, guys.